incentivizing them to do so by requiring them to have all this grass. So I actually asked the forum to give me like a report, like, like when you play, what do you do all day? How much grass do you use? What are you spending it on? And I was shocked at the answers. Um, they were using tons and tons of grass. And then by using the reports, I was able to kind of tune things down and leave the reliance upon poop because I think that's kind of funny. But make it so that they actually need to use less grass, and that was kind of a win-win for everybody. But it's funny, like user player feedback is great, and I love it, but often the things that they talk about and the things that they complain about aren't actually the problems. It's the symptom. So you have to do a little
Ah.
digging to find out what the reason that they're behaving in a certain way or expecting something to happen in a certain way is.
Hmm. Let's go to Steam. How long until you think this is out of beta and goes live for complete full game?
Um, it comes out like the same day as BioShock, unfortunately.
Oh no, Bioshock
Yeah,
Infinite.
I know. Why did we pick that day? But yeah, it's late March,
Okay.
20 something. I forget exactly. That's Steam doesn't let you stay beta forever, which is a good thing because
Hmm.
left to your own devices, we could just stay beta forever. But you
Yeah.
have to put a bow on it at some point and say this is the product, and now we're going to improve upon the product. But there's no more placeholder stuff allowed at that point.
It does seem like I'm hearing about it more and more. What do you have, like, what are your feelings about the expected reception and how do you think it will go?
Sorry, you kind of skyped out for a little bit there.
Oh, the expected reception. What do you think when it goes live? A lot of people are playing it now and it's kind of growing in popularity.
Well, I'm actually kind of blown away by the reception that it's got already. I mean, we launched really quietly,
Hmm.
but and I mean, we actually you could have played the game I think as early as July or so on Chrome, which was our first platform.
Okay.
And I think Total Biscuit did a WTF is Don't Starve, and that was kind of our first big influx of players. And that was like, oh wow, Total Biscuit talked about us. It's huge. And then for people would play and we could analyze their play, and it was great. We were getting testing done and compatibility testing. Like there's a lot of machines out there, and a lot of them aren't very good. So people play at like netbooks that are like made out of
Ah,
wood or something, and
okay.
so there's a lot of optimization to be done to make it work with what people bring to the table. But yeah, then we watched that for a couple of months, and then I think we launched on Steam beta start of September. I think I was actually on vacation at the time and kind of like checking when I wasn't busy, and the reception there was great. But then I think that Yogscast found it,
Mm,
and I didn't know what a Yogscast was before this. um, but yeah, Yogscast found it, and it blew up, which was great. You start watching the numbers, and you're like, "Woo, we're Minecraft," but you're not Minecraft except for Minecraft.
eventually, eventually.
But yeah, no, it's I mean, we're kind of like sales are all right. People are playing it. You can actually see now on Steam if you click on the top 100 played games. We started showing up there
Hmm.
yesterday. Previously, I guess we were beta and or for some reason like our numbers were such that we should have been there, but we weren't there. But now we are, and I mean, there's about 1,000 playing at any given time, which is amazing.
It's because I have
Um,
no life, Kevin. That's
it's
why.
okay. Um, but yeah, look, I'm blown away. I love seeing people play the game. I love hearing the stories that fall out of it. Like I love a good let's play where crazy stuff happens and people react to it. And I mean, I hope more and more people see it. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with what we've got already.
Do you think it will come out for consoles eventually? Or
um,
plans for that?
there's no definite plans, but I mean, we're always looking. Like we're not for or against any business model or console really. We're just trying to make a living. So I mean, I've given some thought to like console controls, and I think it's doable. It would be a bunch of work to kind of figure out the details there.
Mm-hmm.
But the kind of the space bar was the first like stab at like, can we actually predict what the person wants to do based upon where they are and what they have, and it kind of works. So I think like with a standard like Xbox or PS3 controller, you have like four contextual buttons, and shoulders could do some crafting things, I guess. It could work.
Okay. Chat room, I'm going to start asking you questions. If you would like to ask him questions, to start thinking of those and listing them in a minute or two. So put your put your questions in there. I have to say, it took me a little while, like, to figure out what RBT meant. Like, I couldn't plant a pine cone because I'm like, oh, right button,
Oh,
duh. Like,
yeah,
it took me a while to figure out that's what we were trying to say with that. So, I
yeah,
guess I could see, if you have a console and all the options, that might be a little difficult. But
yeah. A little icon would probably be good there too.
here you
Little picture
go.
mouse with a highlighted button or something. We actually had people who play on a Mac on the Chrome version. They're like, well, I don't have a right mouse button, but you can double tap or like two finger tap the
Yeah,
trackpads and it
double
works. But
click.
not everyone knows that.
Okay. Um, if you have the Steam version, does it auto update or do you need to go and do that yourself? Because I've seen like some of the things coming in recently where there's options to dig different tiles, different kinds of ground, and move them around, and I've not seen that coming up in my game. Is it something you have to do auto
It
personally?
it does automatically update if you've got your Steam set up to automatically update. Some
Okay.
people turn that off, so I would check to see if you've done that. Otherwise, I think you can like, well, it's always scary to tell people to delete local content because they'll lose their save game, but you can
I will kill
ver
you.
you can verify local content in Steam and see, but yeah, it should auto update.
Okay. So for people who, haven't been reading necessarily, what are the new things that just came out? Because I believe it updates like every 8 days. You guys are really prolific
It
about
it
that.
it it, it depends. We try to go every 2 weeks. At the
Okay.
start of the year, we had a little like the shovel update was kind of a small one by itself. What did come out in the last update? Oh, spoilage. The spoiled rotten update was the last one that went live. Yeah, so your food spoils now because the world hates you. And what else happened? The beefalo started acting a little funny. There were some more items in relation to the beefalo. God, I've been thinking about the next update too much. I actually don't remember what
Oh,
happened.
feel free to tell me what's going to happen in the next update. I will
Yeah,
not
well,
object.
the video's coming soon. Let's see. I'll check the wiki. They do a good job of keeping track.
What kind of pets
I'm
can you
I'm blown
have?
away by the wiki. The wiki is awesome.
I've delved into the wiki just a little bit, but I don't want to spoil it for myself. If
Yeah,
I'm doing something and I want to know more about that particular item, I will read about it on the wiki. And yeah, it's very extensive.
it's they're actually to the point where people they decompile the scripts for the game and then analyze the source code and then post the details about it. Uh,
No
I wasn't
secrets.
ex I wasn't expecting that kind of dedication. My hat is off. But yeah, let me just see. Don't Starve game.
Are you going to look it up on the wiki? I have it open. Hang on.
Uh,
You don't have to look it up.
there's something really big and obvious that I'm just neglecting to remember.
Let's I do
uh,
like the polls that they have on the wiki, and I don't know if you were like supportive of the wiki or you thought like, oh, you guys are spoiling everything, and we don't like that. But they do
um,
ask, like, oh, do
yeah,
you think
no,
this? Go
it's
ahead.
good. I think my official position with that is like people are going to play the way that they want to play. And if some people want to learn everything, some people want to wiki everything. And who am I to tell them one way's better than the other? I mean, like I think that like the way it's designed is for people who don't use the wiki. Like everything should be learnable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to shortcut your way in, I mean, like I'm playing Dark Souls right now and I'm using the wiki because it's really hard.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so food spoilage. WX78 was new. There was some. Oh, Teen Birds were new as well. Oh, Otto, right. Otto von Chesterfield Esquire was a new character that you can find. He's like a little fluffy piece of luggage that follows you around and eats items for you and carries them.
Oh, I must find him now.
Yeah, you find him. You find an item that will summon him in the world somewhere. I won't spoiler it.
Okay. I have to say, the spiders that are green, are they like queen spiders or something? What's
There are spiders, warrior spiders, and then the queen spider is very distinct.
okay?
Yeah,
I
if you haven't seen her yet,
I
you'll
have
be surprised.
not.
Okay, she's big.
Okay. I feel sad when they cower.
They don't like the light.
They don't like my spear either.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The angrier spiders were they're like the anti-kiting monster. So like people were taking absolutely no damage, like rolling up on a spider den and just destroying it with kiting. So it's a spider that kind of jumps at you and stops you from kiting.
Ah, okay. Um, Hang on one second. Boom. Okay. Chat room, do you have anything that you would like to ask about the game? And yes, I did just ban Persicon for advertising his stream on my stream. So hopefully they have something to ask.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know.
Twitch is another thing that I mean, I guess I'm a little disconnected from gamer culture sometimes, but I was not really aware of Twitch.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden we got all these hits from Twitch, and it was like, quick, figure out what this thing is.
Yeah, Twitch is nice.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's good to. I do a lot of like just. I feel like playing, and why not watch people play games? Then you can kind of see if it's something you're interested in getting, which is
Mhm.
nice preview. But I don't know. They would like to know what your inspiration for the water graphics
Oh,
are.
the sea. I
Yeah, the seasoning.
think Jeff designed that. I think he was talking about Lemony Snicket at the time. I think there's
Yes.
intro credits for that movie that look kind of like that, but it's like a it's supposed to look like cardboard on sticks, kind of moving around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Will there be a point where you can fish in the ocean, do you think?
I don't know, because fishing in the ocean would probably be a little too accessible.
Okay,
Because you can
true.
do it everywhere, right? Like with the pond fishing in the swamp, you have to worry about swamp monsters and frogs, and you have to go to the swamp, and you usually don't set your base up there, so there's some traveling involved. I don't know, saltwater fishing, maybe it would have to be a little different. It would have to require something on the player's part so that they can't just do it to get free food.
I see. I see. I've been getting some fish, and I understand there's an option where you might end up getting some frog who kills you, which I have not had happen yet. But I
Yeah,
hear.
he pops out pretty infrequently, and then he when he kind of licks you with his tongue, some of your items will pop out, and you have to go pick them up. He's a bit of a pushover right now. Actually, you can kill him in one shot, I think.
Okay, then I won't fear the fishing. um, yeah, the questions in the chat room about Halloween. Like, this game seems like it would lend itself very well to some sort of a Halloween trick as far as making your character a monster or something neat. Do you have any plans for that?
Yeah, I'm actually so we talk about that a lot actually. Like in terms of to what extent are we a live game? To what extent do we market that way? I'm not a big fan of specially made content that only exists for a little while in the
Mm,
world and then goes away. From a production standpoint, it costs a lot to make, and then I think also it makes the game seem less permanent. I think in a way, and a little too malleable.
okay.
We actually tried a little bit with that with Krampus. I don't know if you've looked into the saga of Krampus, but um, he's this character that we brought in for Krampusnacht, which is like kind of evil Christmas in
No,
Germany or
I did
something.
not see that.
Anyway, like if you look back in the forums, people will still rant to this day about Krampus. But Krampus was an interesting character. He would punish you for being naughty. He's kind of like anti-Santa. So like you would kill rabbits, and there was some list of actions that were naughty. Mostly, it was about killing animals,
Okay.
and killing defenseless non-monsters. And you would do enough of this, and then Krampus would start to warn you with some audio cues, and then eventually he would show up. And he's kind of like this like goat man with a big like sack on his back, and he would come and he actually wouldn't even attack you. He would just kind of come and then kick some stuff, like your chests, and he would steal an item, and he would run away and disappear, and your item is gone. And you could fight him, and you could fight back against him, but people hated him. Like they absolutely hated him for the most part. I think that people felt judged. Like that I was accused of,
Ah.
of of purporting like vegan propaganda, and it was like I'm just trying to survive. It's not fair that Krampus would. And I was like, well, it's thematic. It's a game. It's fun. But so there was that, and then like I think people really don't like it when like you can attack the player. That's cool, fair game. You touch their stuff. Oh man,
Mm,
watch out.
mm.
It just feels a little too personal, I think. And we built him up in the marketing too. Like it's like Krampus is coming, watch out. You better be good. And then yeah, so I ended up nerfing him almost into oblivion. Because it's actually kind of hard to get him to show up. He drops his Krampus bag, which is a backpack with an extra couple slots, which is it got a ridiculously slow drop rate. It's like 1%. So some people really want that bag, and they summon Krampus and kill Krampus and do that. But for the most part, I think he just needs to be repurposed to be something else because he's too toxic. He's kind of
Mm.
like my Poochie. Like my solution is always, oh, we should Krampus should show up, and the other character should ask where Krampus is when he's not around. But everyone just looks at me in the office like, no, no, Kevin, no more Krampus.
Never bringing it back. We need bags in this game. I'm gonna tell you, like I lose track of where I put the chests in different
Right.
areas.